Good morning, everybody. The things that you should know, you probably already know most of them, but the things related to the church are mostly printed on the back of your order of service, so please refer to that. Stick it on your refrigerator with a magnet so you have it for all week. Other things that we want to highlight are the No Kings Rally. It's on Saturday, June 14th. From 10 to noon at Michael Beale Park, Tampa Avenue, downtown Venice. And the theme is We the People, not You the King. Don't forget your signs, posters, and get ready to make some noise. Secondly, our Community Outreach Committee is doing a special lanai collection. It's this Sunday and next Sunday. It is for the Twig, and they are an organization that helps foster families. And we are collecting new clothing, anywhere sizes infant through teens for local foster children. So please think about that when you're coming for next Sunday, or you can drop it off anytime during the week. Okay. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Venice, known as UCOV. My name is Barb Gundy, and I'm the worship associate for this morning's service. At UCOV, we try to center love and welcome and to journey together in ways that affirm and support one another. You are welcome here no matter who you are, as long as you are willing to join in the community of support and caring. We are so pleased that you have chosen to worship with us today. I'd like to share a few words by Og Mandino. Welcome every morning with a smile. Look on the new day as another special gift from your Creator, another golden opportunity to complete what you were unable to finish yesterday. Be a self-starter. Let your first hour set the theme of success and positive action that is certain to echo throughout your entire day. Today will never happen again. Don't waste it with a false start or no start at all. You were not born to fail. We hope that attending this service will help provide a great start to your day. If anyone is here for the first time and feels comfortable doing so, would you please stand and someone will bring you a microphone? Maybe we don't have any visitors today, unfortunately. All right, we'll move right along then. We light our chalice today to welcome all to our sanctuary. Prelude.
Thank you so much. That is by an old family friend, and I appreciate Lisa doing that one for me today. Good morning. Welcome. My name is Marcia Smith, and it's a privilege to be able to address you today and share some of the many ways we can appreciate the connections between mind and body. My credentials to speak on this topic include massage therapy training, shiatsu certification, 9 years as an instructor at the Pittsburgh School of Massage Therapy, and 31 years in practice as a massage therapist. I appreciate the many teachers and practitioners I have learned from along the way, but I especially owe thanks to the clients who have trusted me to help them. As so beautifully expressed by the massage therapist Erica Staub, our world needs more healers, more open souls, more people willing to risk. Although the birth of new life is messy, painful, and unpredictable, the outcome is sure. Love will prevail. I want a person to lay on my table secure in the knowledge that even if it is only for a moment, they are loved completely because of who they are, because they are human, not just because of who they are trying to become or what they may become, but because they are precious just as they are. Please rise in body or spirit to sing our gathering hymn, Blessed Spirit of My Life, number 86. Today is a special offering for Laurel Civic Association. Since giving should always happen with a smile, please close your eyes and enjoy this guided meditation. The following meditation is designed to help you achieve a restful, relaxing state. For best results, a mild narcotic may be helpful. For maximum relaxation, choose a darkened room, turn off the television, radio, and phone, turn off the cell phone, iPhone, Droid, PlayStation, Nintendo, Facebook, and Instagram. Sit with your eyes closed, hands on knees, both feet resting securely on the floor. Visualize your space surrounded by a colorful, powerful color of your choice. White for healing. White for healing, blue for serenity, brown for chocolate, or black and gold for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Begin to breathe deeply into your abdomen, breathing ionized air cleansed by a HEPA filter and Himalayan salt lamp. Breathe deeply into your abdomen, hold, then exhale. Hold, then slowly inhale. Rest in the knowledge that you will have firmer, toned abs in 30 days. Picture the air as warmth, circulating all the way out to all of your extremities. Unless you're having a hot flash, in which case, start over at the beginning. Begin to breathe deeply into your abdomen. Hold, exhale, and hold. Repeat this cycle until you begin to get lightheaded. Now imagine you are stepping into an elevator, the most comfortable elevator of all, with soft benches, velvet curtains, and soothing music. The door closes and you begin to descend. With each floor, you become more and more relaxed. People with motion sensitivity are advised to take the stairs. Breathe deeply into your abdomen, hold, slowly exhale, hold, slowly inhale. Listen and absorb these affirmations into every cell of your body. I love and accept myself. I love and accept my body. I accept healing and love from the universe. I accept cash, checks, and credit cards. Each day brings a new opportunity to wake up and go to sleep. Everything else is gravy. When I awake, I will be as smart as Rachel Maddow, as strong as Serena Williams, and as rich as Bill Gates. I will give generously to the special offering, which will now be gratefully received. Thank you for these gifts and for everything you contribute to the life of this community. We're now entering a time of joying sharing our joys and celebrations, as well as our sorrows and concerns. Please raise a hand and we'll bring you a microphone. Please share briefly, personally, and non-partisanly.
How many of you have ever been to the Northport Aquatic Pool? Nobody? Oh, you don't know what you're missing. Northport Aquatic Pool. My grandchildren were here last weekend, and we took them there. I did a little research to find out what was near, because the pool in our development is defunct. It's under reconstruction. I can't begin to tell you what a pleasant place that is. It's, first of all, it's huge. It has these great big slides and water tubes and all of that stuff. He went down the closed tube, I went down the open one, but with the kids. But they have this lazy river. They have inner tubes, and you just plop yourself in the inner tube, and you go around the water. It propels you. You don't have to do anything. It's really a wonderful place to go. So, okay, that's it. My husband said I said enough.
Let's have a field trip.
No kidding.
I'll meet you halfway till we... Hi, I'm Eileen Leapley, and I have a celebration. 12 years ago today, Steve and I got married. And most of you know the story, most of you, of how we met here at the welcome table. So we've got many more to come. And the kind of sad part is that we won't be here for the next several Sundays. We're going on a nice graduation cruise with my granddaughter and our family, and then we're going to Connecticut. So this will be our last Sunday till like third week in August. So we'll miss you all. But we won't be far away. We're a phone call away.
I need roller skates.
Good morning. I'm Peggy Titus Hall, and last night I saw a program on National Geographic that was absolutely stunning. And as I was watching, all I could think of was, I got to tell everybody about it. It's on with David Attenborough. It's called Oceans with David Attenborough. It is riveting, and it is like a roller coaster, up and down. There's some great things, but it ends on a positive note. So I just wanted to share that with you because I'm still shaking from it. It was wonderful.
Hello, I'm Marcia Smith. Last night we were also watching TV, and I was watching the CNN program about Edward R. Murrow, and I thought that was also riveting. Then this morning, of course, we woke up and saw what had happened. But in any case, with Edward R. Murrow, we have a strong connection with that program because our first president, Len Peck, was a member of that. I guess he was a cameraman, so I thought I'd share that.
Hi, I'm Pam Palmer. Just want to let you know that Richard is still in rehab, but he's doing much better. And he's actually having a good time, I think. And no matter where we go, there are always 3 women who just rush over to help him. And they look at me like I'm the meanest woman in the world, but that's life. And I also want to remind everybody, if you're interested in doing the dinner on June 24th, sign-up sheet is on the lanai.
Hi, I'm Nancy Minaldi Scanlon. I hadn't planned to talk today, but I was pretty overwhelmed by all the kindness that so many of you showed when I came in this morning asking about my husband. So I did want to give you one bit of good news, which is we have an appointment in Boston to see if we can get a diagnosis once and for all. That's not till the beginning of August, but we do have it. And the other thing I'd like to ask is that you put all your thoughts and prayers, well, some of them anyway, because tomorrow we apply for 5 more days of Medicare so that he can stay in rehab for 5 more days, which he really, really needs. So whatever positive thoughts you can send his way, I would appreciate it. Thanks.
I would speak to the meditation. As a kid, we went to Chicago fairly often, and the Museum of Science and Industry has an exhibit of a coal mine. And you enter this elevator, big thing, lots of people in the elevator, and you go down a mile or half a mile or something deep under the Museum of Science and Industry. And this wall of rock keeps going past the window. And they get to the bottom and step out and show you exhibits, and then they say, exit to the right, because you only went down 1 floor. But it's a external meditation or something. I'm not sure what it is. It's a good old memory anyway.
May the gratitude and celebration among us this day become a blessing to us all. May the concerns and sorrows of these be shared in all our hearts. A burden shared becomes a load lightened.
Our first reading today is from Seeing What's Right by Paula Sasky. Viewing the human form from a purely space-time reality limits us to seeing just the anatomy and physiology of the body and how it works at this level. However, the concept of human energy expands our understanding of ourselves as part of something much greater. Energy, as it relates to the human form, manifests itself on physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. What determines our ability to tap into these levels is our range of perception. For example, our range of hearing determines what sounds we pick up. An average body worker can feel slowly vibrating energy that manifests as dysfunctional, such as a knot in a muscle or poor circulation. She will focus on those aspects that define what is wrong with the person. This is analogous to the Western medical approach, which aims at diagnosing and correcting what is wrong with the body. We have all had the experience of learning a new physical skill, such as tying our shoelaces. In the beginning, our full attention is on the shoelaces and the sequence of steps to the exclusion of everything else. Then one day, we master the process and tie our shoelaces without thinking about it. The same process happens with body work. You practice repeatedly, and soon you don't have to focus all of your attention on the technique itself. Instead, you start noticing the quality and energy of what you are feeling. In other words, you start focusing on what is right with the person. The dysfunctional parts are placed in their proper context, and you draw upon healthy energy to regenerate them. To work in this way, you must work at a relaxed and rhythmic tempo, a depth of pressure that comes from sinking in with your body weight rather than forcing your muscle strength, and using a perpendicular angle, allowing you to feel the space within the muscle. Working this way will open up a new dimension in your body work. We are all living in a world of negative returns. It would be great if we could turn this around by focusing on what is right with the world. With the following words in mind, please take a moment for silent meditation, thought, or prayer. Your body is the narrator of your life story. Listen to its whispers, for they hold the key to your well-being. Our second reading is from Zen Shiatsu, How to Harmonize Yin and Yang for Better Health, by Shizuto Masanaga. Alienation and negligence, products of our technological age, have drastically affected our psychological health to the point that sickness and suffering is becoming a preferred way of life. A constantly increasing number of people in the world fall into the category that can be called semi-sick. Something is wrong with them, either mentally or physically, but they are not ill enough to consult a physician. In their attempts to remedy their condition, many of these people have become dissatisfied with Western medical treatment and medicines and are reevaluating such Oriental systems such as acupuncture, massage, shiatsu, and Zen meditation. In the West, medicine has followed the highly scientific course of determining the nature of a sickness on the basis of its symptoms and causes, giving that sickness a suitable name, and then treating it, often through pharmacology. The natural tendency of a living organism, however, is to cure itself. The basic approach of Oriental medicine is to emphasize natural powers of self-cure and to evolve a therapy that is entirely in harmony with the entire organism of the patient. If the flow of qi through the meridian is smooth, the person is healthy. If the flow becomes sluggish, the person falls ill. If a flow becomes too rapid, the state is called jitsu, and the body function is overactive. The way to restore the proper balance is the purpose of Zen Shiatsu. Please rise in body or spirit and join in singing our centering hymn, number 1031, Filled with Loving Kindness.
Our topic today is Mind Your Body, or Your Body is Your Subconscious Mind. Oops. New technology. I took as my subtitle a quote from Dr. Candace Pert, who was an American neuroscientist, researcher, and professor, and later became an entrepreneur working on treatments for conditions such as Alzheimer's and AIDS, until her untimely death at the age of 67. Her signal discovery was that there are receptors for endorphins in every part of the body. which gave new credence to the idea that the mind or spirit of a person has a direct biochemical effect on every system of the body. Her basic thesis was that our thoughts and emotions affect how we experience our bodies. In other words, the mind and body together make an integrated system. In her autobiography, Molecules of Emotion, she encourages us to look to mindfulness techniques and other practices for enhancing our lives and health. I do want to be clear, I am not saying that a positive outlook guarantees good health, or if that you are sick, you are to blame. So many factors affect a person's life. We are all dealt a different hand, and environmental exposures may play a big part. But the body-mind connection is real, and it helps to understand both our challenges and our possibilities for healing. I will talk about some ways that health declines, but like the shiatsu therapist Pauline Sasaki, I want to focus on the good, the power in each one of us to move in a positive direction. In looking at mind and body and all of the many ways to treat our holistic self, it's helpful to remember that although much of our environment appears, and including our bodies, appear to be inert and lifeless, we actually live in a world of energy. Every person and substance, every sound or wave is vibrating at a different frequency. We are not machines who simply need an oil change and a few adjustments to function well. You can see here in this illustration the range from X-rays and gamma rays through the visible light spectrum to radio waves and cell phone waves. As we know, every element has its own unique qualities which arise from the number and organization of minute particles buzzing around a core. Sounds and music evoke very different reactions. We know a lot about the healing power of music here at UCOV. Dogs and whales and bats perceive sounds that don't register with us. Our bodies themselves are humming along at their own unique vibrations, and with focus we can learn to become more in touch with our ebb and flow. Being in a healthcare profession, I have wondered, although I don't have a definitive answer, why are women vastly overrepresented in the population with certain health issues such as autoimmune disorders, depression, thyroid disorders? My speculation is that, and some research backs this up, in general, women or other less advantaged groups are culturally conditioned to be self-critical and to internalize their negative thoughts and feelings. This is analogous to how an autoimmune disease works. It is the body overreacting to a perceived threat. The physical response results in more harm than help. This sure sounds like internalized oppression to me. As you consider all the practices and therapies that contribute to our health, one thing we can all manage to increase is our movement. We are made of energy, and energy needs to move. And considering all the factors that are hard on our health, one key goal is to reduce or alleviate stress. A small anecdote. I had a hyperactive thyroid issue many years ago, and I felt that it was no coincidence that it happened when I was in an extraordinarily stressful job situation. I was being very overworked with little support or recognition from management. After I left the job and was on a regulating medicine for a year, my thyroid function returned to normal. Fibromyalgia, an autoimmune disorder, and note that the prevalence is roughly 8% in women versus 1.5% in men. Fibromyalgia is linked to incidents of physical or emotional trauma or lingering infections. Folks with autoimmune disorders often struggle to get a diagnosis and may not have their concerns be taken seriously at first, which adds to their risk for additional and more severe health issues, including depression. The good news is there are many ways to take care of ourselves and support the amazing self-healing abilities that we have. As a massage therapist, I see the truth of this every day in my work. I like to joke that as soon as you make your massage appointment, you start to feel better. You have sent a message to your body that help is on the way and that you care about yourself. When folks come in for a massage, they often ask me to tell them how are they doing. But I am not the expert on your body. Certainly during a massage, I can feel tightness, adhesions, lack of mobility. But I tell clients that how they feel is much more important than what I feel. In receiving massage, you learn about your body and have a chance to live in it more happily. My goal is to help each person become more perceptive about their own body. How much pain a person feels is not a simple one-to-one correlation with the physical characteristics of their soft tissue alone. 10 people who show the same results from a CT scan on their spine will have 10 different levels of pain. How do we account for these discrepancies? Many other factors should be considered, including fitness level, personality type, stress level, quality and quantity of sleep, diet, and various systemic illnesses. One of the first things you learn in massage therapy training is about the research of Dr. Tiffany Field, a developmental psychologist and founder of the director of the Touch Research Institute at the University of Miami. She is best known for extensive research on the benefits of touch therapy and its applications in various medical and psychological areas, particularly in infant development. One of her first studies involved the benefits of massage therapy on preterm infants. Babies receiving massage 3 times a day showed much quicker weight gain and mental responsiveness. What a wonderful study to be involved with, and these babies, brand new to the world, afforded a wonderful opportunity to demonstrate the pure effects of caring touch. You cannot touch another person without affecting some sort of exchange of energy. Just think of the strength we draw from each other as we hold hands and sing at the end of our service. You might wonder, well, there are so many types of massage and energy work. How do I know which is best for me? Just as with talk therapy for mental health, the most important factor is the relationship between you and the therapist. Are you on the same wavelength? Yes, some massage modalities may fit better than others, but the energetic exchange between the client and the therapist is key. I've given you a broad picture of my belief in the health benefits of body work and the importance of energetic change and exchange in the healing process. Now I'd like to tell you a few stories and give a few examples of healing modalities that you will not find offered when you go to see your PCP or internist. We are very grateful for the power of Western medicine to deal with acute conditions. But as Shizuto Masunaga wrote, a constantly increasing number of people in the world fall into the category that can be called semi-sick. Something is wrong with them, but they are not ill enough to consult a physician. Often we do consult a physician because we are not sure where to turn. But many people have found great help in receiving regular treatments of massage therapy, acupuncture, shiatsu, Reiki, and other non-Western and non-allopathic remedies, as well as movement-based practices like Qigong, yoga, and Tai Chi. The benefits of massage are fairly easy to understand as we can see and feel their physical effects. But there are more subtle benefits that can occur from the exchange of energy through touch, the release of endorphins, and the psychological benefit of taking time to take care of yourself. People do enjoy poking fun at massage therapy, but getting relief from pain is no joke. I have seen many folks get help from recovering from physical trauma, emotional trauma, physical jobs, injuries, grief from a loss or death, or high levels of stress from jobs, or caregiving for a loved one. So we're going to take a brief dive into the energetic healing system of traditional Chinese medicine, which is the basis for shiatsu and acupuncture. Shiatsu is an amazing blend of physical and energetic effects that together work to help the body on its healing journey. I'll say a little bit more about shiatsu in a bit, but let's talk about traditional Chinese medicine. We've all seen the yin and yang symbol. This is the overarching basis. And this is part of a very sophisticated system for understanding the different types and expressions of energy in our bodies and our psyches. Yin and yang, there are many ways to try to understand it. Light and dark, hot and cold, outer and inner. The next level of depth is 5-element theory. Wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Already we start to appreciate how different these energetic types are, and yet cooperatively they work together. Each person expressing a different emphasis or blend of qualities. Every element contains a strength and a vulnerability. For instance, it's great to be earthy and nurturing, but not to the extent that you totally exhaust yourself taking care of others. Balance is the key. We can go a little deeper and notice that every one of the 5 elements is related to organs in the body. Every major organ or system in the body governs a different type of energy: digestion, purification, immunity, circulation, protection, structure, respiration. I've simplified this diagram. I haven't listed every single element, every single organ. I've just picked out one for each of the elements. And you can see how they make sense: earth, stomach, water, bladder, fire, heart. It's an incredibly deep and sophisticated system. Each person has primary modes or dominant traits or talents. When you come in for a session of acupuncture or shiatsu, the practitioner reads your meridians and uses that information to determine which parts of your system are sluggish, which are overactive. Now, the next few slides, we're going to look at a few more illustrations of how we appreciate different types of energy. So, for instance, characters in a cast often represent different personality and energy types. Well-drawn characters, even in a comedy, can illustrate different personality types with different strengths and weaknesses or vulnerabilities, or to put it another way, with both appealing and annoying characteristics. Some of us like spring. Some are more energized in the fall. A very few people the winter. Some of us are morning people, and some are not. I hope this has helped you get a beginning idea about 5-element and meridian theory, and if you go for an acupuncture session or shiatsu session, you'll have a better idea what the practitioner is paying attention to. And you can understand why I was interested in learning more about this therapy. Beyond the simple physical relaxation I received from shiatsu is an effective enhanced healing through balancing the body's systems. I gained a new level. Hello. Hey, thank you. A new level of appreciation for shiatsu during my training when it came time for our intern clinic. Our instructor, Stephanie Ulmer, arranged for us to work with residents of an assisted living residence near my home in Pittsburgh. I worked with clients from the ages of 65 to 95. All of these folks had limitations. We had to be creative and work with them however they were comfortable, some sitting down, some laying on their bed. You don't expect folks with various chronic health concerns to make noticeable gains, but almost without exception, my classmates and I saw benefits to the patients, such as reduction in pain, reduction in depression, and improved sleep. One of my fellow classmates, Kate Sherman, recounted this story from our intern clinic. She recalled an episode where she was working on a woman's spinal area, which is the bladder channel, and that is an important channel related to our basic life energy. As Kate described it to me, there was lots to align and energy to move. And when the session ended, the client exclaimed, "I have never been touched like this before. I feel like I have wings now. I feel like I'm a butterfly." That's a rewarding session. Oops. Yoga, another tradition that is thousands of years old, can be practiced merely as a physical exercise to increase balance and flexibility and breath work. But if we do so, we miss the incredible healing effects from the mental focus and calming effects of these specific postures. The illustration here is a book by Joanne Spence, a friend of mine. She is the founder of Yoga in the Schools, a Pittsburgh-based nonprofit that brings the calming effects of yoga to children of all ages. She also wrote this book, Trauma-Informed Yoga, a toolbox for therapists. Recognizing that trauma affects both the body and the mind, Spence offers yoga practices aimed at regulating the autonomic nervous system, calming the mind, and restoring balance. In conclusion, movement, sound, breathing, touch. These are some of the powerful ways we can connect mind and body, energy and health. We are multi-dimensional beings living in a buzzing, whirling, vibrating bundle of cells. When we self-medicate, let's make great choices and let's have fun. Peace, ashe, and may it be so. As we extinguish this chalice, may we take the light of community with us into the world. Please rise in body or spirit for a closing hymn, One More Step, 168. Our benediction today is the 5 Principles of Reiki by Dr. Mikao Usui. Just for today, I will let go of anger. Just for today, I will let go of worry. Today, I will count my many blessings. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I will be kind to every living creature.